Ever wondered why the people who bend, cheat, or simply ignore the rules seem to come out on top? In this video, we're breaking down one of Nietzsche's most eye-opening insights, the silent trick that gives you power. We'll explore how, in a world where fairness is an illusion, those who adopt a no-nonsense approach to success often rise above the rest. Buckle up for a journey through history, psychology, and a few surprising twists, served with a generous dose of humor to keep it real and relatable. Since the dawn of civilization, power has been a game played by those willing to take risks and defy norms. From ruthless emperors and conquerors to modern-day CEOs and political tacticians, history is replete with examples of individuals who achieve success by ignoring the rules of fairness. Nietzsche wasn't content with traditional morality. He argued that the quest for power is often less about goodness and more about raw ambition and strategy. In a competitive world, waiting for fairness can be a fatal flaw. Here, we introduce Nietzsche's concepts of master morality versus slave morality. Master morality celebrates strength, ambition, and decisive action, while slave morality values humility, empathy, and self-sacrifice. These ideas aren't merely academic. They offer a framework for understanding why, in the harsh arena of power, those who are willing to bend conventional ethics often emerge victorious. Have you ever noticed that while most of us try to play it safe and stick to our moral compass, some people seem to have a secret recipe for success? It's like they've got a backstage pass to life's power concert. Think of ruthless CEOs or politicians who, with a wink and a nod, sidestep rules to get what they want. This isn't just luck, it's a feature of our evolutionary drive. In the wild, survival favored the bold and sometimes the downright ruthless. Today, in the cutthroat world of business and politics, the same rule applies. Imagine a CEO who treats board meetings like a high-stakes poker game, bluffing, calling risks, and sometimes winning big by breaking a few unwritten rules. Sure, he might not be the poster child for kindness, but when it comes to grabbing power, he's got the winning hand. Nietzsche famously challenged the notion that morality is a universal good. Instead, he introduced the idea that there are two types of morality: master and slave. Master morality values qualities like strength, ambition, and the will to power, while slave morality clings to empathy, self-sacrifice, and submission. According to Nietzsche, the world rewards those who think and act like masters. It's not that being good is inherently bad. It's just that in the relentless pursuit of power, being overly ethical might sometimes hold you back. Picture a race where one runner is busy holding the door for everyone else, while the other sprints ahead with laser focus. The moral runner might feel virtuous, but in the race for success, speed wins. Sometimes, you just can't wait for everyone to catch up. From the prehistoric savannas to modern urban jungles, evolution has taught us that resource scarcity and competition are the norm. In such a world, waiting for a fair chance isn't an option. Those who act decisively, often ruthlessly, secure their share of the pie. In our modern society, while laws and social contracts attempt to level the playing field, the underlying mechanism remains. Power favors the bold. It's like being at an all-you-can-eat buffet. If you dawdle, someone else will grab the best dish. In the game of life, hesitation can leave you hungry for success. Here's the twist. Nietzsche believed that true power doesn't come solely from dominating others. It starts from within. The silent trick is mastering your inner drive, your will to power, and using it to propel yourself forward, regardless of external circumstances. When you focus on self-overcoming, you become unstoppable. This isn't about being ruthless for the sake of cruelty. It's about channeling your ambition and making hard choices without guilt. Think of it as tuning a musical instrument. If your inner instrument is out of tune, even the best orchestra won't sound right. Mastering your inner drive is like tuning yourself perfectly so that when it's time to play, you hit every note flawlessly. While ruthless behavior may give you a quick boost, it often comes at a price. Many who rise rapidly through sheer force eventually face catastrophic downfalls. The same traits that help you seize power, such as an unyielding drive and a diminished sense of empathy, can lead to isolation, burnout, or even complete collapse if left unchecked. Imagine a firework. It explodes brilliantly, but burns out quickly. In the realm of power, that dazzling burst might win you the spotlight, but without sustainability, it's just a fleeting spark in an otherwise dark sky. Does this mean you have to abandon your morals entirely to succeed? Not at all. The real secret lies in finding balance, embracing the aggressive, strategic aspects of power without losing your ethical core. It's about redefining success on your own terms and blending ambition with integrity. It's like making a perfect sandwich. You need just the right amount of spice to give it a kick, but too much can ruin the taste. Balance your ambition with values, and you'll have a recipe for lasting success. In today's world, Nietzsche's ideas are more relevant than ever. Whether you're navigating the corporate ladder, dealing with personal relationships, or simply trying to get ahead, understanding the dynamics of power can be your secret weapon. Recognize that the world isn't always fair. Instead, success is often about seizing opportunities and making bold moves. Think of modern entrepreneurship. Many successful startups weren't built on gentle compromises, but on bold, sometimes unconventional moves. It's like playing a video game on hard mode. You must be agile, strategic, and occasionally take risks that others wouldn't dare. One of the biggest myths we grow up with is the belief in a fair world, that hard work and virtue always win. This just world fallacy can leave you unprepared for reality. Once you realize that the rules are rigged and fairness is an illusion, you can focus on what truly matters: your own actions and strategies. Imagine expecting a free ride on a roller coaster only to find out you have to buckle up and fight for your seat. Accepting that life isn't fair is the first step to taking control and enjoying the ride, bumps and all. A surprising twist in the pursuit of power is the concept of strategic empathy. This is not about being overly soft, but about understanding people, their motivations, and their moves. By reading others like an open book, you can anticipate challenges and maneuver through conflicts without losing your edge. It's like playing a friendly game of chess. Knowing your opponent's strategy can help you plan your moves in advance, while still enjoying the game with a smile. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or Overman, is central to understanding power beyond conventional morality. The Übermensch isn't a tyrant. He's someone who transcends the limitations of traditional ethics to create new values. This transcendent figure is not driven by the need to dominate others, but by an internal drive to overcome oneself and forge a path to greatness. Think of the Übermensch as the ultimate DIY project. You're not just assembling pre-made parts, but creating something uniquely yours, even if it means getting your hands a little dirty in the process. At its core, power is not inherently evil. It is a neutral force. What matters is how you wield it. The truly powerful know that their strength comes from within, and that using power wisely means focusing on self-mastery rather than the domination of others. Imagine power as a Swiss Army knife. It can be used to build or destroy, depending on how carefully you handle it. The trick is to use your knife with precision and purpose. Ambition is a double-edged sword. While it fuels success, it can also lead to an obsessive hunger for control if left unchecked. The key is to channel ambition into a force for personal growth, rather than a means to exploit or manipulate others. It's like brewing the perfect cup of coffee. Too little ambition, and you get weak brew. Too much, and you risk burning out. The secret is finding that Goldilocks zone where your drive is just right. Observing ruthless behavior offers valuable lessons, but it also comes with a cautionary tale. Many who achieve rapid success through sheer ruthlessness eventually face dramatic downfalls. By studying their methods, you can learn what works and, importantly, what to avoid. Think of it like watching a reality TV show. Entertaining, yes, but you know better than to mimic every outrageous move on your own. The world of power is not governed by fairness, but by the ability to adapt and create your own rules. Instead of waiting for the system to reward you, take charge and rewrite the playbook to suit your strengths and ambitions. Imagine the world as a board game where everyone's playing by old, outdated rules. It's time to change the rules and start winning on your own terms. Just like inventing a new, exciting game with your friends. In a rapidly changing world, the willingness to embrace uncertainty and take risks is essential. Success often favors those who are bold enough to step into the unknown, learn from every misstep, and keep moving forward. It's like trying a new cuisine. You might be unsure at first, but you could discover your next favorite dish. Taking risks in life can be just as delicious. Not all forms of ruthlessness are destructive. When tempered with wisdom and strategic empathy, a controlled form of ruthlessness can propel you forward without sacrificing your integrity. Consider it like a chef using a sharp knife with precision. It's not about cutting everything in sight, but about making the perfect slice every time. Understanding and predicting the actions of others through strategic empathy can be your secret weapon. By observing and learning, you can diffuse conflicts and seize opportunities with a smile. It's like reading a comic strip. Knowing the punchline before it hits can help you steer clear of the joke and maybe even join in on the fun. We're often sold the idea that the world is fair and that virtue is always rewarded. In reality, fairness is a comforting myth. Once you accept that the game is rigged, you can focus on what you control, your actions, and your mindset. Imagine expecting a surprise party that never comes. Once you stop waiting for the perfect celebration, you can throw your own epic bash. Self-overcoming is the continuous process of surpassing your own limits. This is the true secret behind the success of the ruthless, the ability to constantly reinvent and improve oneself, regardless of external setbacks. Think of it as leveling up in your favorite video game. Every challenge is an opportunity to gain new skills and become a stronger, more unstoppable version of yourself. Real power isn't about being emotionless. It's about knowing when to be strong and when to show vulnerability. True leaders are those who can balance assertiveness with empathy. It's like dancing. Sometimes you lead with force, and sometimes you let your partner guide you. The best dance happens when both parts work in harmony. Ambition can drive you to great heights, but if left unchecked, it can also lead to isolation and burnout. The key is to harness ambition as a force for innovation and growth, without letting it consume you. Imagine eating an entire pizza by yourself. It might seem like a great idea at first, but soon you'll regret it. Moderation is key. Rather than conforming to society's narrow definitions of success, learn to define it for yourself. True success lies in achieving balance, mastering your inner world, and creating your own path, regardless of conventional expectations. It's like choosing your own adventure in a book. The best stories are the ones you write for yourself, full of twists, turns, and unexpected joys. Every move you make in the pursuit of power should be deliberate. Strategic decision-making is about analyzing risks, anticipating outcomes, and acting with purpose, rather than reacting impulsively. Think of it as assembling a jigsaw puzzle. Every piece matters, and with a little patience and strategy, the big picture comes together beautifully. History is rife with stories of individuals who achieved phenomenal success through ruthless tactics, but many of them also fell spectacularly. Their stories serve as both inspiration and caution. It's like watching a roller coaster. The thrilling highs are memorable, but if you hold on too tight, the inevitable drop might just take your breath away. Power is a paradox. It can be both a tool for creation and a weapon of destruction. The truly wise understand that power must be balanced with responsibility, or it will ultimately destroy its wielder. Imagine having a superpower that, if misused, turns you into a cartoon villain. It's all fun and games until the power goes haywire. Nietzsche challenges us to rethink morality. Instead of adhering to outdated ethical norms, consider forging your own values, ones that empower you to overcome limitations and harness the will to power. It's like updating the software on your smartphone. You don't need to stick with the old version if a new, improved one can help you perform better. In our fast-paced world, controlled ambition can be the key to staying ahead without sacrificing your core values. It's about being both assertive and adaptable. Think of it as a balanced diet. A little ambition here, a dash of humility there, and you're ready to conquer the day without any of the nasty side effects. True power lies not in dominating others, but in mastering yourself and using that mastery to create positive change. It's a journey of continuous self-improvement. Imagine power as a magic wand. When used wisely, it can transform even the most mundane moments into opportunities for greatness. While ruthless tactics may yield quick wins, they often come with heavy costs. Without wisdom, such behavior can lead to isolation, mistrust, and eventual downfall. It's like trying to run a marathon in flip-flops. Sure, you might start strong, but you'll quickly learn that lacking proper support comes at a price. The journey to power is not about mimicking the ruthless. It's about understanding the true nature of power and using it to elevate yourself. The final challenge is to ask yourself, are you ready to rewrite the rules and shape your own destiny? Think of it as the ultimate choose-your-own-adventure story. Only this time, you're both the author and the hero. Think of it as the ultimate choose-your-own-adventure story. Only this time, you're both the author and the hero. Embrace your inner strength, master the art of strategic living, and let your unique light shine through. At the peak of our exploration, the most striking realization emerges. The seemingly ruthless tactics that allow some to rise are not random accidents, but deliberate, almost silent strategies rooted in our primal nature. This isn't just about the cutthroat moves in boardrooms or political battles. It's about understanding that power, as Nietzsche saw it, is ultimately a tool for self-overcoming. The moment you grasp that the world is rigged in favor of those who dare to seize power, you unlock a new way of thinking. This revelation isn't merely an intellectual exercise, it transforms how you perceive success. Imagine a moment when you see that every act of ruthlessness is counterbalanced by a hidden price, a cost paid in isolation or eventual downfall. That duality, this paradox of power, is the key takeaway. It teaches you that while the bold might win the battle, lasting greatness requires a careful blend of ambition, wisdom, and ethical recalibration. In embracing this truth, you learn that true power comes from mastering yourself and rewriting your own rules. In summary, we've unraveled the silent trick that gives ruthless individuals their power. We explored Nietzsche's provocative ideas on master versus slave morality, and examined how, in a world that doesn't play fair, the bold, not necessarily the kind, rise to the top. Yet the journey doesn't end with mere ruthless tactics. It's about harnessing that raw ambition to achieve self-mastery and creating your own version of success. By challenging the illusion of a fair world and recognizing that power is a neutral force, you can learn to navigate life with strategic empathy and controlled ambition. Remember, the path to true power is not paved by cruelty alone. It's forged through self-overcoming, balance, and the willingness to adapt your ethical framework to meet life's demands. Every setback becomes a lesson, and every ruthless move is an opportunity to reassess what truly matters. Now, I ask you, are you ready to step beyond the traditional rules of the game? Can you master your inner drive and reshape your destiny on your own terms? If this exploration of power and morality resonated with you, then join our community of thinkers and doers. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue this journey together toward understanding the true nature of power and unlocking the potential within each of us. Thank you for watching, and remember, your destiny is in your hands. Keep challenging, keep growing, and above all, keep mastering your own reality.